It's a political battle that came down to just 225 votes.
The margin was so slim, it triggered an automatic hand recount.
We know that happened in the Al Franken race when he won a race by only 300 votes. We know that 1,200 felons voted illegally in that election. That's 4 times the margin of victory. So it's close elections where fraud can really make the difference.
This one race in Minnesota is a glaring example of the widespread impact of voter fraud. Senator Al Franken's 2008 victory gave Democrats a supermajority in the Senate and gave the American people Obamacare.
Mr. Franken. Aye. Mr. Franken. Aye.
The Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act is passed.
Despite assurances from the Obama administration that voter fraud is little more than a myth, evidence to the contrary continues to mount. In September 2014, police arrested Connecticut State Representative Christina Ayala on 19 voting fraud charges. Ayala allegedly repeatedly voted in state and local elections in districts where she didn't reside. In September 2012, Democratic candidate Wendy Rosen was forced to withdraw from her race for U.S. Congress in Maryland after it was discovered that she voted illegally in 2006 and 2010.
Americans are terribly cynical about their elections. There have been a couple of polls over the past few years, and the results are astonishing. There was a 2008 poll of countries across the world, including the United States, and the question was, what kind of faith do you have in your electoral system? The United States, that number was 47%. In Europe, it was typically in the 80s.
Let me be very clear. We will not allow political pretexts to disenfranchise American citizens of their most precious right.
Critics say voter ID disenfranchises minorities, but statistics don't support that claim. The state of Georgia passed a strict voter ID law in 2007. In the first midterm election after the law was implemented, minority turnout increased by nearly 45%.
It was higher in Georgia, higher in Tennessee, and most recently it was higher in North Carolina. They had a primary on May 6th of this year, and turnout was higher than it was in the off-year primary in 2010. When all the laws that they want reinstated were enforced.
That hasn't stopped the Holder Justice Department from waging a war on voter ID. Even despite a 2008 Supreme Court ruling validating state voter ID laws, the DOJ has filed suit against 4 of the 19 states that require a photo ID at the polls. Federal judges have denied the DOJ's claims in South Carolina and North Carolina. Laws in Texas and Wisconsin remain entangled in an ongoing legal battle.
This is a wild disconnect between reality and the racialist rhetoric of the left, trying to scare people away from enacting voter integrity measures.
They want to scare their voters, try to convince them that people want to take away their right to vote because they think it will help get them to the polls.
It is a quintessential bogus issue. It is a money-raising issue.
The fact that the Justice Department is harping on this issue suggests to me that at minimum what it is a voter mobilization issue, and at worst what it is an opportunity to create a context where goosing the system is easier.